Not the middle one. Just a couple of things about Tag. Tag is very laid back. You see him in the hallway, he won't say much, but I tell you, Tag is very patient. That's the word I kind of use when I talk to coaches. He didn't play a lot his junior year. He started on the JV for 2 years. He was behind some very good players. In fact, if you guys remember Darius Hodge was in front of Tag his senior year, but this year Tag took on that role as linebacker and defensive end. I think he ended up leading the team in sacks, a heck of a rusher from the outside, brought the length and size to our defense that we needed to continue. So Tag, I'm very excited for you to be going to ECU and continuing to play football, and you definitely need to be proud of yourself, so congratulations. Coach Brooks, if you'll say a couple words, I know he played for you as well on defense.
Tag played for me a couple of years on defense. In fact, he still plays some this year as a defensive lineman. World of potential. Tag is very patient, as Coach Lucas said. He calls it patience. If he ever puts it together, matured, he could be a dominant player. He got all the attributes to be a great player on the college level.
Thanks, Coach Brooks. Just a couple of things about Micah. Micah has worked very hard, and I can tell you, he plays with confidence. And he was on the defensive side of the ball for 3 years and moved to the offense this past season. We lost a lot of offensive linemen. He moved to the offense and did a great job. We really did not know how strong the offensive line was going to be, but these guys, his teammates will tell you, Micah's one of the strongest players in the program. So moving him to the offense really boosted that offensive line, and he's been rewarded going to North Carolina Central to play football, and we're very proud of Micah's speed. As I was thinking about words to say about Seth, first I want to say what an amazing family. Both parents are committed to education, which if you know the kids, it shows. I mean, polite, work hard, does everything that you want them to do as a teacher, and especially for me as a coach. Now, Seth, again, was patient behind Chris James last year. This was this year to come in to be the starting quarterback, took on that role for pretty much a little over half the season, and then took a back seat to Mateo. But man, you're talking about what a positive young man. And probably out of all the guys that probably have signed and played, I'm so proud that he's going to continue to go play football because that's what he wanted to do. And he did not let his dream stop because the starting role was taken from him. In fact, if he was at the banquet, Seth won our most prestigious award, which is the Golden Helmet Award, which goes to the guy that represents our program the best. So that alone says a lot about Seth Hillman, and I appreciate everything that you've done for this program. Congratulations. Any family members that want to come up? Just a couple of words about Nolan. Nolan has been a pain in my... Nolan is one of the most talented kickers that we have had in the program, and we've had some good ones. Probably the last 3 years, we've had 3 of the best kickers in Wake County. And I think it's outstanding that Nolan has goals. He has high goals, and he's going to follow those goals and dreams by North Carolina State University. Nolan has all the potential to be a great ACC field goal kicker, and I can't wait to see Nolan on that level. Let's give Nolan a pictures real quick. Congratulations, Nolan. Thank you. So, Isaiah came to us after his sophomore year from Nash County. I think it was Northern Nash High School. And I got to tell the story. It was a big jump coming from Nash County to Wake County and playing in the 4AA division. And he came and I met him, very respectful from day one. Very respectful, yes sir, no sir. And I knew he was going to be a great fit, but Isaiah did not know that. I remember coming back from camp, I think it was after camp. August 1st is the next day, first day of practice, and his dad called and said, "Coach, my son is on the way back home." And I said, "No way." He said, "Yep." He said, "He just don't think it's going to be a great fit." And I called him on the phone, and I said, "Isaiah, I guarantee you, if you don't make that decision and you come back, you're going to thank me in 2 years." And I can't tell you guys how long he waited after that championship game, crying like a baby to thank me. And he hugged me so tight. He said, "Coach Lucas, I love you. I'm glad you didn't let me go back to Nash County." And that's what kind of young man he is. Once he put his mind to it, he's going to make great things happen. Now, Isaiah's going to Barton College, which is going to start up their football program, Division II school, that'll be playing against schools like Lenore Ryan and Catawba, Wingate. So again, he's going to have a great opportunity. And I think he's one of the first guys that I think going to walk away in 4 years or 5 years with an MBA in business. That's his goal. So he really has goals set before him, not just on the field, but beyond the football field. And that's what's special about him. And we've talked several times because Isaiah is one of those 3 linemen that just dominated for the past 3 years that we felt, and a lot of you guys felt, they could play at a big school. But we've talked for the last 2 weeks, and he's happy to make this choice to go to Barton. And I think that's outstanding. Congratulations, Isaiah.
When I met Isaiah, he came in doing summer workouts. He told me from Northern Nash, and I asked him, I said, "Well, is that a great football program?" He said, "Well, yeah, but we lost a lot of games." I said, "Well, here we win championships." And he did. But also I want to say that he's a kid that's always yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir, please and thank you. And in this day and age, that is rare. Trust me. Also a kid of integrity. Kid of integrity. In this day and age, that's rare, even outside of school. So he deserves everything that he's getting. He has a goal in mind. He has objectives, and he's going to reach those because that's the kind of kid he is. He's not worried about D1, D2, D5, or D6. He already has a plan in mind to get his MBA. So when you are old and you can't play anymore, he will have something to fall back on. Isn't that what life is all about?
Yeah.
That's what life is all about. And we need to get that back in perspective. He's got it in perspective because of mom and dad. So I applaud him for being the young man that he is. And keep saying yes sir, no sir. Is that okay?
We're going to be in church. He's getting close there now. But also to the parents, what a great job. You guys did a great job raising Coach Brooks. We want to take some pictures. But I do want to say this before we take the pictures. His dad sent me another Isaiah, and I can't wait. Stand up for me. This is the next one right there. All right, thank you. Congratulations. Coach Bill.
He's locked. Yeah, big boy.
Once again, you know, everything that we said about Isaiah with just being a great young man, I can say about DeMarcus. The thing about DeMarcus that stands out to me that ever since I've known him, that he was playing ball, and I think he started in Pop Warner or Parks and Rec, is how hard he played the game. I mean, he plays it hard in practice. In games, he runs hard. But more importantly, when that's said and done, academically, he gets it too. I think DeMarcus, I put down on some application that DeMarcus has a 4.1. He reminded me that it's a 4.2 GPA. I think that's outstanding. I think we pulled DeMarcus up sophomore year, and he started for 3 years. And I think he has well over 3,000 yards rushing. And if you watched us play, you know DeMarcus has been a big part of our wins on Friday night. And DeMarcus, I can't tell you how much as a coach I'm proud of you just by your character, the way you carry yourself. And I think you get it from your parents. I think you get it from your grandparents. I mean, I know your family well, and you're doing it right. You're going to continue to do it right. And NC State is getting another. There's going to be 3 players that's going to be on the NC State roster this upcoming season. So we're going to have some Wolfpack fans. And again, congratulations on all this.
Coaching DeMarcus for the past 4 years has been a blessing. It always has, because he always came to work, whether it be in the film room, classroom, or on the field. He was somebody that I could always depend on, could always count on. In the huddle, get things straight, and he's always worked hard. And the best way to describe it is he had a passion for Wake Forest and a passion for football. That's something that you could always love and respect about him. If he takes that same passion for football and Wake Forest and puts it into NC State, they're getting themselves a heck of a football player, but they're getting themselves a heck of a young man.
Well said. Congratulations, Marcus. Good job. Now, like I said, last but not least, if you don't know, Devon is a relative of mine, and I'm proud. Again, similar to Nate, just coming in as a freshman, so silly, so immature. In fact, I denied that he was a relative until this year. But seeing him grow into the young man he is, I'm proud, because I know he's come a long way. And to see him sign for a football scholarship, it's like I said, the cherry on the top when you see these guys work so hard. Devon, you did a great job being a leader on the field, off the field this year. That's why you've been rewarded. Don't take it for granted. As you move on to the next step at Virginia Union, be a leader there. Be a leader, you know, off the field, on the field. Make sure your parents are proud, whatever you do, just like they are at this moment. Again, congratulations to Devon.
Everything the coach Lucas said, he was real silly. He really was silly. But he played through pain, and he was a leader. We had a game at Middle Creek where he overheated, and instead of taking his shoulder pads like I should have, he snuck back in the game. And then when we were leaving, he laid out on the ground near the bus, scared all the coaches to death, because we thought he would have a heat stroke. So we kept rubbing him down in the ice and telling him, wake up tomorrow, wake up. I'm the only one that's supposed to knock you out. So he recovered from that. He played well the rest of the season. He even played with a rookie. Okay, so Devon's gonna do great things because he stayed in the program. He understands what commitment, accountability, and trust is. And as long as you keep those three principles in your mind and focus, you're gonna be a great.
Well said.